whenever someone wanted to do something, I'm very much like for, fuck it, let's do it. Even if it's like some shit where I'm like, like, what do you, like, especially if it's like an artist, and you know your boy doesn't understand art.
Turtle and art are not, they don't mesh.
I'm like watching it, I'm like,
if I squint maybe and like
yeah,
just
it's
turn
like,
my head.
you're going to put that on shirts? I see it.
Yeah.
No, but I'm like, whether it's like something maybe I'm not like a too big of a fan, like it doesn't matter to me. As long as it's like, yo, I'm here for it, bro. Like, I don't get it, but I feel like there always is going to be like a little section for everybody. Like,
Right? And I was like,
okay.
What's up, dudes and lady dudes? Welcome back to another freaking episode of the freaking Loft Boys, dude.
How the freak are you?
How the freak are you, dude? Thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. We appreciate our fans.
Thank you.
This is my boy, Turts.
Ni hao.
My name's Drew. What's up?
So as you can see, boys are back from Puerto Rico. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good fucking time out there.
Fuck yeah.
Didn't get the lease on the new
The studio.
so
Yeah, they kicked us out.
yeah, so we're back to our old spot. So we renewed a different lease. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one because we did for sure. And yeah, we're gonna do a get what you get, and I'll go first. Fuck it. I added this one in last minute too. Fuck, the white peach liloki sour. This is one of the ones that DJ brought. Shout out DJ, my boy. Brings us beers randomly.
I got Palomar by Air. Carlsbad Pale. Pretty cool can. Pretty sick. It is 5%. Oh, okay. Not too crazy.
Super light.
Some light.
Keeping light. If you guys haven't noticed, we got ourselves some new gear. Appreciate our fans. We love gifts.
We're getting fucking gifts now, guys.
appreciate it.
So
Thank
fucking
you.
hype. Look at this shit. This shit's so sick, dude. He got a gay ass Padre one. Yeah. I got a sick ass Dodger one, dude.
And the
Shout
person who
out.
bought it for us is a Dodger fan. So
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so I'm pretty
Shout
sure.
out Eunice, man.
Yeah, Eunice.
The homegirl. You know what I mean? Coming in fucking clutch.
Thank you. We're still trying to figure out the
We don't know how to use them though. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
we're-
I think I'm doing it wrong.
Oh, might flip this
This goes like this.
right here.
Nope. Goes like this. Oh, nope.
See that?
There it is.
Okay, let me try that
Look
one.
at that shit, dude. This shit's so sick, dude. Shout out Eunice, man. We appreciate you, the homegirl. Yeah, we're getting support. If you guys want to send us gifts, send it to the P.O. Box.
Link down below.
Link down below. Shoot it.
I'm struggling with this one. Look at that.
Let's go, baby.
All right.
But yeah, you know what I mean. We appreciate the support. We appreciate our 4 fans. You know what I
you.
mean. You guys are,
Got up to 4. Hell yeah.
yeah, dude.
Dude.
Went from 2 to 4. We're doubling up.
We're getting there.
You know what I
Mama made it.
I made it, mom.
Try to get up to the double digits, guys. All right, let's see. Did you open yours already?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good. That's all right.
I'm not a fan of peach, but overall, it's pretty good. Yeah. Good.
What is it again? A peach what?
I don't want to open this.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. It's
It's like a peach fucking, what are they, sours?
sour. Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So,
I feel that.
sour peach. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, but I'm not a peach flavored person.
This is just like a pale ale, kind of like an IPA, but like it's like a chill IPA. It's not like crazy hoppy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And we do this for you guys, so you don't have to drink some of these that are like super shitty. We travel the world for this, you know, different countries.
Sure do.
Yeah, last week I went to fucking San Fran, Tokyo, and I had some beers out there.
What was that, fucking Disneyland? Oh,
I was taking requests too. I got so fucking drunk, dude. I got like
At
4.
Disneyland?
Yeah.
That's tight.
I got so like 4 requests, and I was just like, all right, sure, I'm gonna go.
Wait, do they sell beer at Disneyland?
California.
California. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so appreciate the request. Thank you. And I got really drunk. And
What were the requests?
one was a pickle michelada, Racer 5.
Racer 5.
It was
dude.
fuck, dude. Susandra sent me like I saw it. Dude.
Susandra. Fucking nerd, dude.
What did she send? I forgot what it was, but it was pretty fucking strong, and it was really good.
Shout out
yeah.
Susie.
Yeah, I read the smoke signals, and I was just like, "Get."
She said,
Ooh.
I'm sorry, bro. My
I was like, I think she misspelled it, and then she corrected it with a different smoke, and
That's so funny.
I was like, okay, yeah, thanks. And I think there was another one. Fuck, but yeah, no, definitely good. We fucking traveled to fucking drink all these beers for you guys. And
Yeah, dude. We do this for you. Okay? You think we like just hanging out with each other and just drinking beers during the day?
we don't.
We don't, okay? This is torture for us.
No, dude, we're like,
We're
oh,
like, fuck,
beer, dude.
again? It's fucking 10 o'clock. Fuck, I gotta drink another beer. Yeah.
Like,
we
Jesus,
don't,
dude.
you think we enjoy this?
And when I wake up and I'm like, oh, podcast day. Fuck, I had a drink.
I gotta kick it with my fucking best
Hang
friend
out.
again, dude.
Yeah, dude, fuck.
Yeah, we do this for you.
This is
okay?
worse.
You're welcome.
We're being tortured here. Anyways, we got a sponsor of the week.
Yeah, dude. Sponsor of the week. Fuck. Sponsor of the week is
Ooh, they're
dudes that drink like margaritas out of those like little clay cups. And they're like palomas and shit. And then with like a little umbrella. Thanks for sponsoring this video, dude. We really appreciate it. Yeah, those right there, dude.
The jarritos, yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah. This Turtle, basically. Turtle's sponsoring this video.
Thanks.
Just like
we appreciate it.
with an umbrella.
It's like, what are you guys getting?
Yeah, dude. So we really appreciate you sponsoring this video. We couldn't do it without you, you guys. You know what I mean? Good
Thank
looking
you.
out.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
But again, thanks for the support too. Thanks for the gifts. Thanks for, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Showing up, showing out every week and watching
Likes.
these dumbass videos.
Yeah,
You know
we
what I mean?
appreciate the likes, the comments, interacting with us, and when we like post like goofy shit, like being at a Dodger game or whatever. Like, I appreciate
3,000
it.
strikeouts,
Yeah,
baby.
but whatever, dude.
Most in franchise history, my boy.
That was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, dude.
Being there for like
Bro,
something like that.
That was a fucking game too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that shit. Shout out my boy Cass for hooking me up with some tickets.
Bella wasn't working that day.
No, she was not working that day.
Bro, the way I wanted to like respond to that picture that he sent me, I would have been mean towards Bella, but I was just like,
What picture?
he sent us a picture. He sent me a picture of you guys.
Oh,
It was
did he?
you, Fidel,
Uh-huh.
Bella, and him.
Uh-huh.
And then I was just like at the Dodger game, and I was like, cool. And then I got it, and then my first initial thing was to be like, yo, tell Bella to clean up seats, this, and that. That was my initial.
Sweep up the popcorn while you're at it.
Dude.
Yeah. Oh, you're a
Yeah, I'm
dick.
gonna tell your boss that you called out.
Yeah, you're fucking hanging out on the job, dude. You should be
Yeah,
working.
dude.
Yeah, that's fucked
But
up.
I was just like, no, I didn't want to take shots at my girl Bella.
Yeah, shout out Bella.
But he sent the picture and I put, oh my God, cuties with like heart eyes or whatever. And then like 2 minutes later, I was like, oh, just kidding. Fuck you guys. That was like the best response I could have given because I was just like, I fucking hate you guys. Because I was
that
at work.
A fun day though. I
It
was
was in the afternoon. I was like, sitting in my work truck, like, fuck all this, dude. But yeah.
Damn, you were working that day? It sucks. Oh, well, yeah, it was fucking Wednesday, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to get off work early just to get over there. And
They're like, didn't you just take vacation? Now you want to leave early, dog?
yeah,
You're like, I do what I want.
I was like, I know I just came back, but can't leave early today. Yeah.
My neotosis is acting up. I gotta go to the doctors.
It ended up working out. I came in, or you know what? No, I didn't. I was going to say I came in early, but I didn't. I ended up just being on time.
Yeah.
But I
That's early, though. That's
man,
early.
yeah. And I took a 30-minute lunch, so like I was able to leave a little bit early. But
Yeah.
it ended up working out perfect.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that day was fucking tight as fuck. But what was I saying? Like going back to like, what were we talking about? The gifts?
Yeah. Support.
Yes, the gifts. Thanks for supporting. Even like, you were saying the feedback and the comments. Even the fucking negative fucking comments that we've been fucking getting.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean?
No.
We appreciate it. Thanks for the feedback. Thanks for letting us know your opinion. We don't fucking care though. Okay? And what's funny is a lot of the people that are like commenting, sending us DMs and like about shit and their opinions on our podcast and shit. You know who you're talking to? You're talking to him, right? Be happy you're not fucking talking to me, dude. Cause he was fucking showing me some shit you guys were fucking saying. You're lucky I'm not fucking managing the fucking Instagram, dude. You know what I mean?
Be nice.
Be nice to my friend, okay? Because he's being nice to you. And I'm like, for me, I'm reading this shit. I'm like, why the fuck are you entertaining these motherfuckers, dude? You know what I mean? He's being nice, okay? Because he's a nice person. I'm not, okay? So just watch your tone.
Simmer down.
Put some fucking emojis in that shit if you're going to say something.
I know, you know what I mean? Let us know the tone.
Line it up a little bit. Fuck, dude. Chill. I know, like, some of you guys don't like everything we fucking say. It's not your fucking podcast, though. You know what I mean? If you don't like it, make your own fucking podcast or watch something else.
Yeah.
Hate comments are crazy. Hate DMs are crazy.
Yeah.
And just know, you guys are sending this hate to this beautiful, gentle giant over here. You know what I mean? He doesn't deserve that. Me, okay, I understand. I get it.
Give me the hate.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I know. I'm not arguing that, but it's going to him. Leave him alone, dude. He sends it.
He cries.
You guys are hurting his feelings, dude. Oh, man. But yeah, we appreciate all the feedback, even if it is negative, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you feel a certain way, go for it, you know what I mean? Talk your shit.
Yeah,
we honestly don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that reminds me of like there's like this little TikTok trend where like the husband or the wife would be like, hey everybody, my husband's gonna show you his fucking Lego collection, so you better fucking say something
Be
nice.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's like, hey, so I
And
got
they're like standing behind him.
yeah.
Yeah. Those are fucking hilarious to me.
We probably gotta do. He's gonna show you his tequila collection, so you be fucking nice.
Dude, that shit cracks me up every fucking time.
Yeah, dude, that's so fucking funny. But
I love those. But yeah, going back, we appreciate the comments, we appreciate the feedback, we appreciate the support.
Yeah.
And that's what this episode is about. This is gonna be an episode about supporting the homies. Yeah. You know what I mean? Something that I feel like everybody should do. You should always support your fucking homies. You know what I mean? And we've just been like, we've been lucky, you know what I mean, to have like a good supportive group of people that like fuck with us. You know what I mean? A lot of these people, obviously, it's a lot of people that we've known for our entire lives, you know what I mean? So we've been lucky, you know what I mean? We got the homies that watch our shit and like comment on our shit, and you know what I mean? But I feel like that's how it should be. You support your homies.
And you know what's crazy? It's like it's already been a year and some change, and it's like just keep seeing the same like,
and they still
and
fuck
then
with
giving us feedback, be like, bro, like when you said this, I was like, wait,
that shit was fucking funny, dog.
yeah, and I was like, no way, like, bro, I thought like, you know, because I feel like sometimes when it comes to certain things like this, where it's like someone's trying to do something new, or like whatever, people are like on board for like,
they're like, yeah, do it, but
yeah,
it's like
and then they're just like after a while they're just like
over it. Yeah, I get that. I
but
totally
like
understand.
we don't have that.
Yeah,
Like,
no. So people are rocking. They've been rocking with us since jump,
and I really appreciate that.
Appreciate that.
makes me
Bella sends me text messages and like, "Yo, we were watching your shit." You know what I mean? And the shit was funny. Whatever, right? Like, I think that's cool. I fucking love it with all my fucking heart. And you know what I mean? I mean, that's just. I mean, I'm also like that though. Also, you know what I mean? I have throughout my entire life, throughout you know what I mean, my friendships, like going to support the homies, you know what I mean? Whether it's like a fucking art show, you know, your homie's like has his photos up or he has his paintings up, or like he's doing a DJ set somewhere and you go out and fucking watch the show and you know what I mean? I've always tried to like if I have the means, go and support the homies.
Yeah, and I feel like I've done the same thing, especially like being from like different cities and stuff, or like when I was like, if we're not friends anymore, but like whenever someone wanted to do something, I'm very much like for, fuck it, let's do it. Even if it's like some shit where I'm like, like what do you like, especially if it's like an artist, and you know your boy doesn't understand art.
Turtle and art are not. They don't mesh.
I'm like watching it. I'm like,
if I squint maybe and like
yeah,
just
it's
turn
like
my head.
you're gonna put that on shirts. I see it.
Yeah.
No, but I'm like, whether it's like something maybe I'm not like a too big of a fan, like it doesn't matter to me, as long as it's like, yo, I'm here for it, bro. Like I don't get it, but I feel like there always is gonna be like a little section for everybody. Like it doesn't matter like when it comes to like creating art, music, like you're gonna have your own little section.
I like how you fucking roll your eyes every time you say the word art. Every time you say the word art, you're like,
You're fucking
art, dude.
Yeah, you post it, and like when people say it, like what it represents, you're like, it's not what you're trying to. It's like, just tell us, dude. Like, what is it that you're trying to?
Turtle does not.
Like, what does the lines of boys mean in this? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'm saying it as like a painting.
Yeah, no, I know.
But
I got that. I got that.
Anyways, when this episode drops, it's gonna be Bella's birthday.
Oh, word.
The 9th of July. So
shout out
Bella. Happy birthday.
Fucking birthday to Bella, dude.
Yeah, fuck the Dodgers, but whatever, dude.
Shut your fucking mouth, dude. Yeah, shout out Bella. Sorry, I'm not gonna be able to go to your birthday party.
Yeah, I'll probably be there. No, I'll be there. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss out, but anyways, love you guys.
Yeah.
Love you. Happy
you.
birthday. Thank you for your support as well.
What is for you, what is like your, why do you feel like the need to like want to support people? Like say, do you ever support somebody that isn't, like the stuff that they're doing isn't like something that you really rock with? Not like saying it's negative, but you're just like, I don't get it. Like say if I was just like, yo, I'm in a metal band, like nasty, like shit where you're like, I don't even.
Yeah, I'll support.
Still go?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. If Turtle was in a fucking metal band, dude, I would not miss that for the fucking world, dude.
He's only gonna go to make fun of me.
I'm definitely gonna go there.
I just had to turn around from the crowd because I would not. I'd had stage fright for sure.
The crowd. Yeah.
Like, why is that guy facing
pulling a Jim Morrison type shit? Yeah. I'm just, for me, I think it's like, I'm so proud of you kind of thing. Like, you have that drive and you have that, like, you know what I mean? I'm proud that you are doing shit like this. Right. And I'm like, yeah, of course I would fucking support. Yeah. You know what I mean? It takes a lot for you to put yourself out there. You know what I mean? I've never been that type of cat. You know what I mean? So I'm like, that's cool that you're about that action. Yeah. You know what I mean? You have your art up at some fucking show. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I want to go and fucking support you. You know what I mean? You fucking made a clothing brand? Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm going to buy a sweater or a hoodie or a shirt. You know what I mean? Oh, you're fucking doing a hip-hop show in L.A.? I'm like, yeah, I'll buy a fucking ticket. Yeah, you know what I mean? Shout out my boy Juke, dude. I haven't seen Neil in a really long time. But, like, back in the days, dude, he used to perform, and we used to go to L.A. to go watch him at, like, cafes and shit. Yeah. Or, like, he at a regular fucking venue, of course, you know what I mean? But... You know what I mean? I tried to sell tickets for him. I don't think I didn't think I sold a single fucking ticket, but
you just paid him the money for it. Yeah, bro.
I tried to sell him tickets for him. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Yeah, we used to do that. It's just, I think just the group of friends were also like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, we're very like, yeah, I'll go to your art show. Yeah, I'm gonna go to your DJ set. Yeah, I'm gonna. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just. Something like that. I think I'm so proud of the drive that I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, let's do it.
Yeah, it's because it's like putting yourself out there is
It's a lot, bro. It's a lot.
Yeah, because it's like you can get that like criticism. Like, because there are people that just don't hold themselves back and just would be like, what the fuck is this? And
I mean, like, I'm also like that where I'm like,
I won't, well, you know, we're different people.
It kind of sucks, but I'm going to go. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm like, your DJ set sucks, dude. Nah, I'm playing. Nah.
Your speaker is blown, dude. Do something about that.
You know what I mean? Nah, I'm very, like, supportive. You know what I mean? I'm like, you rock that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't think I've ever been to something where it was, like whack.
You critiqued it? Oh,
yeah, no, where it was whack. Where I'm like, this shit was gay. You know what I mean? Never. it's usually super fucking sick. And I'm like, you fucking deserve everything that's coming to you, dog.
Yeah.
You deserve the world. You know what I mean? It's just, I've always just been like that. You know what I mean? Especially like with the homies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember one time, I think it's when I first introduced Alexis to Juke. There's gonna like a show was gonna happen. I guess they liked the set or whatever. Or no, actually wrong. They couldn't
hated
get
his
in.
set.
They couldn't get in because it was at a bar.
Were they not? They weren't 21.
They weren't 21, and we went in, and then
Was this in Pomona? Where was this?
Yeah, it was in Pomona.
Okay, I think I
Me
remember
and you
that.
went,
Uh-huh.
and then they went to like the gay club or whatever, and which I have a funny story with that one, but they couldn't go. But I was like, hey, you know what? He's gonna perform somewhere else. Here's the address, this and that, and these girls, I think they just went to see like what was up, but they didn't know that it's like a. They knew it was like hip hop, but they like got dressed up for like
A
the
club?
club. Yeah.
The club?
Yeah. And so like when they were there, they're like, bro, Alexis hit me up. She's like, dude, why is this in like a fucking 10 by 10 room? Like everybody's like, and she's like, we were so out of place because it's like all the girls that were dressed up were just like, fucking
Jeans and a
yeah,
t-shirt,
and they're just like getting down, like doing like head bobbing, dude. And then they were just like, cool, yeah. This is.
Have they
good.
never been to a fucking underground?
I don't think
hip-hop
they
show?
have been to like one.
That's
So like
crazy.
that was their first experience, which it didn't. It wasn't like, oh, it was bad. Like he did his thing, and like he's like, no, he's really good. It's just like, I think in their mind they thought it was gonna be something like at the bar, like something more open and like more, you know, it was.
No, it's usually like in a dirty basement somewhere.
Yeah, it was like at a hostel. And, like,
people on bunk beds and shit.
Dude.
Yeah.
They're all like, oh, and they're closing their fucking curtain.
The curtain?
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
something like that. But I was like, yo, that's crazy. But that's like side note, different story, obviously out of topic. That bar that they went to, that club or whatever,
The gay
they
one?
didn't tell us that it was a gay like club, which doesn't matter. But we,
Who's they?
Alexis, like all like her friends that went there, and then they're like, oh, dude, we should go next weekend. But it was so much fun. Like everybody had a good time, and I was just like, yeah, dude, seems like a chill place to go. And then when we're walking in, I was like, I kind of like copped it when I was at the line because I was just like, I was seeing like older like men, like especially like, and it was weird because it was like you see like guys that look like they work like construction, like older Mexican men that you would see them on the street and you would never think that. And then I was just like, okay, they're together, and I was looking at the line and I was just like, there's a lot of they thems here. Okay. I was like, whatever. Maybe it's like it's just the line.
Gay friendly?
Yeah, and then when we went in there, go dancers on the
You're like,
fucking
oh,
thing, I was just like,
Oh, it's gay. Yeah.
this is why you had a good time.
Yeah.
I was just like, but it was cool. It was a good time, but it was just, I thought it was funny because they were just like, yeah, dude, no, it's super chill. Like,
But they never brought up.
they never brought up that
yeah.
because I don't even know if I'm sure they knew, but I don't know if they thought I was gonna be like, no to gay people, and I'm just like, no, that's where we get the strongest drinks. But it was fun though. It was fun. It was definitely a good time. But
Yeah, I've never been there, but yeah, it cracks. I'm
yeah,
sure.
dude, it's fucking crazy. And I was just like, damn, okay. But
Yeah.
that's the side note of that. I think I've seen Juke once, that one time that we went together, and then I think which one person where I'm like, I feel super bad is Alex. I haven't gone to any of his like art shows, and he's like, here, I'm gonna have one here, and I'm like, fuck, because it's just like my schedule gets like filled. Like,
yeah, I get it.
yeah.
Same.
So I'm just like, if I can, I will. And it's also like, and I'm not going to say like the drive because I'll do it because it's like I've gone up there for baseball. I've gone up there just to do the podcast. So it's like, for me, that's not an excuse. And it'll never be an excuse. But I'm just like, I can't fucking make it, bro. Like I got like shit to do that day. And it's like, oh, it's at like 9:00. And I'm like, dog, like I'm not gonna make it there because of how long the drive. I'm gonna be too tired. Like I'm just not gonna make it. But hopefully, I get to go to one of his shows. Like that's one of the people I think I like kind of went super in on to like support, which is like with like the tattoos. I think I saw Angel get a tattoo, and I was like, oh, that's fucking sick. I was like, what's your boy's name or whatever. And then everybody's like, oh, you know him, and I was just like, I don't. And I guess I've met him before.
Yeah, I'm sure you've fucking
Yeah.
met him 100 times before.
Yeah, and I
dude,
was just like, no, I don't.
yeah, I've known Alex for a really long time,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously I've known you for a long time. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you guys have crossed paths.
Yeah, and so I was just like, fuck yeah, dude. And then he was like, yo, like, obviously doing it out of his home. And for me, that's not like a thing. Like, I'm just like, yo, if you're going to do it, like, when I first got my tattoo, especially like the tattoo thing, it was like Nick, it was an apprentice. So I'm just like, my first tattoo. So for me, I'm not like, I'm very much like, yo, fuck it, just do it. Because it's like, that's basically 95% of my tattoos are all apprentices. So it's like-
Same. Yeah, look at these dumbass tattoos. You know what I mean? You think there was a lot of like thought process in them? It was
Yeah.
just like, what kind of tattoo are you trying to do?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of like doing one of the, fuck it, dude.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
run
You know
it,
what I mean?
yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
95%. Same thing.
Yeah.
Apprentice tattoos.
Yeah, I think
I
have
don't care
two-
either.
Maybe two or three tattoos that might have been like Tyson's tattoo. Mm-hmm. Like someone who, I guess, a professional.
Yeah.
I would call Tyson a pretty pro.
Yeah, he's a vet. For
Yeah.
Sure.
So like stuff like I probably have like 2 or 3 of those, but like for the most part, they're all. And I like, for me personally, when it comes to like the tattoos, I like the imperfections of it, because it's like when I see this first one that he did, and then I can like look to
You
like
see the progression?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
It's-
that's pretty cool.
It's a
yeah.
story, bro.
I feel
like,
that.
fuck.
That's how I feel about Nick shit. Like
Yeah.
you could see like, when fucking I was like 19, when Nick was like first starting out, I'm like, you know what I mean? But then you see the one that he did on me last year, and I'm
Yeah.
like, you see the progression. I love that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I have the panther right here on my thigh, and this shit's clean. You know
Yeah,
what I
and
mean?
it's always
I
such
love
an
that.
experience, dude. I love it.
Yeah,
like,
dude. And for me, I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
what it looks like,
Yeah.
dude. You know what I mean? I'm like supporting the homie.
Mm-hmm.
He's practicing. I'm able to like pay him for his service.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? We both come out on top.
Yeah.
I think. You know what I mean? I've never fucking cared. You've seen, look at my tattoos. I don't give a fuck. You know,
Yeah,
look at this
yeah.
piece of shit tattoo. This is the one I did myself.
Yeah.
It's ugly. But like, I don't
Yeah.
care, dude. I don't care. I just love being able to like,
just create that
you're
environment
doing
that
it,
you're
dog.
like, yeah.
You're doing it.
Yeah.
Keep going.
And I'll keep
you
coming
know?
back.
And if you keep doing it, I'll keep fucking supporting
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Still to this day, I'm still getting tattoos by Nick.
Yeah.
You know, he lives in a different state. I still go out there.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
I want to take a little trip out there just to get
Yeah, let's
tattoos.
fucking do it. Let's go link up with him, bro. He's
Just fucking, I'm on the table.
I miss him.
Like, hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to
Pod,
This is Nick.
tattoo podcast,
Yeah,
dude. That would be so sick. Yeah, dude. Even going to like fucking shows, I remember like shout out my cousin Eddie, Eddie Wonders. Give him a follow if you guys want. You know, when he was like doing like clubs and stuff, and I remember one. It was like a little bit right after high school. I want to say like maybe 2013.
Right.
Maybe 2014, I don't know. He was doing he was DJing at a club, and it was kind of like empty. It was kind of dead. It was like not really a lot of people. It was like just us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
woo! It was like it was like the homies. You know what I mean?
He's like, all right, settle down.
I brought like my girl, and my girl brought like our friends, and you know what I mean. It was like a group of us, and then Eddie comes and he starts playing, and then I'm in front of like his fucking DJ set.
Yeah.
Like I'm like the only one standing in front of him, and I'm like, keep that shit, dude, right?
Yeah.
But like, and then
Yeah,
I
yeah.
turn around, there's like nobody behind me. Everybody's kind of like in the back, you know what I mean? And I remember just being like, get money, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I turn around, I'm like, yo, come this way.
Yeah.
And then when I went like this, everybody fucking just migrated to the front.
That's tight.
You know what I mean? And
Hell
then
yeah.
and then we started jamming.
That's
and
fucking
like for
sick.
me, like that's what if I could do something like that, it's not a lot. You know what I mean? It's not. I don't think a big deal, but just something to uplift. I'm hoping, at least for me, like I'm hoping like he got something out of that, like positive. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like for him to be like, all right, fuck yeah, dude. And then,
Hell yeah.
you know what I mean? That's what I want out of it. If I could do something like that, then that's all I want to do when I support. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's really cool, dude. Fuck. I remember one time you invited me to, I think it was like in Orange County. No, not the Hard Rock. What was it? The Blues, House of Blues.
Uh huh.
I think it was It was a band.
Oh shit! Yeah, my uncle was playing at the House of Blues.
Yeah, and you're like, yo, dude, like my uncle's playing. I'm like, and I
It
don't.
was like me and my entire family, and we went to go support.
I didn't even know anybody at the time. I don't think I've been introduced to like everybody.
Right.
And then I was just like, fuck it, bro. Like if this is your like and that's my thing where it's like, if you support this person, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
And support it because it's like obviously if like that's your homie,
Yeah, that
like,
was cool that you came
that's
out.
mine too, you know. And then like I went out and I was like, oh shit, and you're like, that's him, and I was like, oh
I'm
shit,
like, that's my uncle,
yeah.
dude.
I was like, oh shit, that's cool. But yeah, that was cool. I thought that was really really fucking sick. So
Yeah, whether it's family, whether it's homies, like I try. You know what I mean? If it's like merch, you're just selling merch. I'm trying to buy some merch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out my other cousin Daniel. You know what I mean? Triple X DCD type shit. Give him a follow. You know.
yo,
What I mean?
text that fool on the side. Tell him where my fucking my
Yo, where's my boy's hoodie at, dog?
my tank top, bro? That shit was for Puerto Rico.
Yo, can you get his merch? I'm playing. I'm playing.
No, he's sending it like from what I've seen, it's like people are rocking his shit, dude.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
dude.
that's fucking crazy. And it's like I've never met this person, but because you're like, oh, that's my.
You've never met my cousin? Word.
But I was just like, fuck it, dude. I'll buy some shit because I was like,
He's
I like
super cool, dude.
the
Super chill.
where he's like corridos and techno. I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
like I feel like that gives like for my personal thing, it gives
That's all them, bro. They're so into that
Yeah,
shit. You know what I
that's
mean?
fucking sick,
They've
dude.
been into it their entire lives.
but
You
they're
know what I mean?
killing it, dude. They're fucking killing it, and I've seen that shit, and that's really cool. But
Yeah, bro. They're fucking. I'm so proud of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm so proud of them. And every time I see them doing something new, and you know what I mean, I'm always like, bro, keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're doing it. I love that. You know what I mean? My cousin Daniel like travels the world by himself. You know what I mean? It's so fucking tight that he does that. I've always like kind of looked up to that. He's my younger cousin,
Yeah.
and I look up to him because of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's just like, I'm in Brazil today. Like, what's up?
casually,
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, dude? It's like it's hard to hear you, man. Yeah, you know, I'm kind of in
Bro,
Brazil.
he's so monotone too. He's
Oh,
just
really?
like- yeah. He's so monotone. Yeah, I swear to God. And he's like, Brazil, what's up? You know, or whatever. I'm in Portugal.
Yo, I'm super excited, dude.
I'm so happy to be here. Shout out my cousin Daniel, bro. I fucking miss you, dog.
Yeah, dude.
You're doing it. You know what I mean? But like, I see shit like that, and it like makes me proud.
Yeah.
Makes me happy, and you know what I mean. Like, I want my boys to succeed, and you know what I mean. And when I see like the grind, when I see that you've been doing this shit for like years, and you know what I mean, it's like paying off. You know what I mean? He's being invited on podcasts as well, and
That's really
You know what I
cool.
mean? So like shit like that, I think is really fucking tight.
That's
Like
really
the whole networking thing, he knows a lot of fucking people in the industry, and you know
Yeah.
what I mean. So I'm really proud of my boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. I think one person, and the thing is, it's like I don't have that. Like I think what you have, like with the homies, yes. Like I consider, and it's been like once you introduce me, those are my homies. Like I'll try and do anything as much as I can, like buying their art, shirts, and all this. Like those are my boys. Like because I will hang out with them even though you're not there. So
Yeah, I know.
That's why it's like I love that I'm able to do that, but also I love that like they're artists. But the one person in my family would be my cousin Aaron. His name is DJ Warning.
Shout out.
He's been doing like he's a teacher, bro.
Yeah.
And you've seen it. My boy's blasted. But
Yeah.
I think what it was and why I like really am so proud of him for is that like he was the one that kind of like broke the social norms with like our family where it's just like tattoos. It's not like he just did it. And it was like one of those where I'm like, fuck, like I can't believe like this. He's got a fucking head tat. That dude's blasted. And I'm just like, yo, that's crazy. And it's just like seeing him, because I see his social media, but like I know like I don't see like the interaction, but like I know his parents and I know like how they would have reacted to that. But like him doing stuff like that, kind of like breaking the barriers of like certain norms for like
In your family?
Yeah, it was like so inspirational. That's why I was just like, I haven't told him this. I haven't seen him in years. The last time I saw him was like, I think I was still smoking cigarettes, and it was like at a birthday party. But that was a long time ago,
for
dude.
sure, yeah.
And I think it was maybe when the best time was when I was like at Cameron's house. Like that's
Fullerton.
yeah, like I don't know what year that was.
Shout
but-
out Cameron.
But like that's the time, and I'm just like I'm so proud of him because he was like doing DJ stuff, but like my boys get off SoundCloud, please. Get on Spotify. I don't want to pay for SoundCloud, but he's on SoundCloud.
You have to pay for your SoundCloud?
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
that was free.
It's not. When I tried like looking him up, like it's not just for him, but it's like you get like a free like a couple days, but you got to pay to be on SoundCloud. It's weird. Yeah, but like he's got like his sets on there, and I'm like so good. Like his music, he introduces like Latin music in it too, and it's a lot of I think it's more like house, underground like house stuff. Yeah. But yeah, dude got a Nike shoe deal. He's out in like I think right now in Berlin, and I'm just like, yeah,
okay,
dude.
My boy's
and it's
doing
just
it.
like he's fucking doing it, and it's just like I think that was also kind of a push for me to start this too, because I'm like he's probably like I don't give a fuck, like very much like breaking the social norms, and now I'm just like why should I care either? Right. And I think he has, which he doesn't even know, he has been a big inspiration on like a lot of the things where I'm just like. I'm just gonna do it.
You're watching him from like behind the scenes. He doesn't.
Yeah,
know,
he doesn't even know. Yeah, and I was just like, I just keep following.
It'd be like that.
Yeah, and I was just like, damn, like he's doing it, and it's just like, damn, that's crazy. And I love him to death, and hopefully, he gets more deals. And like, I think he's on a record label. I think he signed into like a record label. I don't know what they're called or whatever, but yeah, they do. He does shows at Homage in LA. Homage.
It's Homage.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
It's in LA, but like he's done shows there, but I'm just like I can never catch this motherfucker because like he'll be living in like Oakland and now he's in LA, but like any local shows, I'm gonna go to one. I'm gonna surprise this fool. I'm like, yeah, what up? Give him like a fucking hoodie or something. But yeah, definitely somewhere that like I'm kind of, and the thing is like he doesn't have merch. He doesn't have any of that, and I'm like, bro, throw some merch or like do something. But I think his is more like for the music, like type shit.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm just
that
like,
would be the
cool.
way to support is just go watch.
Just go watch him. Yeah,
it's just hard to catch him. You know what I mean?
It's super hard, but
DJ Warning.
Yeah. DJ Warning.
Shout out, dude. That's fucking
boy.
sick.
Yeah, and he's the one that like growing
That's your
up.
primo and shit, fool?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's one of like the cousins that I was just like the closest with, and like growing up and stuff like that. So I do give him like so much respect because he's just like I don't give a fuck and just does whatever he wants, and I'm like. That's that kind of spirit.
As it should be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stop caring about these fucking
And he's a
nerds.
teacher. It's just crazy.
I think that's the coolest part.
That's the coolest part. The boy's like.
I think you showed me a picture of him. I think, and like you said his head's tatted, right?
Yeah, and he's bald.
That's so crazy.
And he's a fucking.
To be a teacher,
yeah. It's really cool, but.
That's tight, dude. Yeah. That's how it should be. You know what I mean? That's how it should be. You want to be proud. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. For the most part, you are. You know what I mean? The fact that they're just going out there to do it. Yeah. And they're like, this is what I want to start doing, and you know, this is how I'm starting. Yeah. You know, whether it's like doing like backyard shows or doing like tattoos in your mom's garage, in fucking
where the fuck
was that?
It was far as fuck though.
Torrance? No, it wasn't fucking Torrance. Where the fuck did your mom live, Nick? Where the fuck was that, dude? We had to drive like 2 hours just to get out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whether it's like little shit like that, or you're dropping like clothing, your clothing brand, and you're just doing T-shirts, and you know what I mean? Just seeing that like grind and seeing where you're starting off from, and then it elevating to like whatever it's elevating to. I think is like really cool to watch. Yeah. You know what I mean? And if I could just help out just a little bit, you know what I mean? Whether it's just buying a T-shirt, you know what I mean? Support your homies. Yeah. Yeah. That's the name of the fucking episode. Support your homies. Buy the T-shirt. Go to the art show. Yeah. Go to the fucking underground techno show. Go to the fucking little underground hip hop show in a fucking basement that's like really sketchy, but 90
like 90 degrees and
it's hot as fuck. There's no AC. There's no.
Dude, you know some of the girls there are questionable. Like.
Yeah, dude. You know what I mean. But go to those. Support the homies. I think you know what I mean. I think that's how it should be. And I think we're kind of really lucky, at least in our circle, that we have that. Everywhere, like every which way, you know what I mean? We all have a homie that like does this, that does that, that does this. He's a photographer, he's a videographer, he's a tattoo artist. You know what I mean? He's a painter. You know what I mean? He or she, whatever. You know what I mean? So we, in our circle of friends, I feel like I love that about that. You know what I mean? Everybody has like a niche, a thing.
You guys are honestly, the group is super creative. Yeah, like, that I've noticed because like. I know people, not my friends, but like acquaintances, and it's just like they just like work, and there's nothing. Right. I guess you could say, I'm not saying it's interesting, but at the same time I am, where it's just like,
Yeah.
all right, you're in finance, but like, do you paint or like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it's just like something where it's just like it's not just like for survival. You know, it's like
Right.
I guess
it's just because that's. Oh, okay. Yeah,
you know,
I like that.
it's your personality, like going
them.
out, like you
Yeah.
showing, you know, stuff like that. So,
I will say them more than me. Like
Yeah.
maybe out of the group, I'm the one that's like not that I don't have a niche. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, now.
yeah,
But like, you know what I mean? Like when we kick it, it's like, you know, ours is like the podcast and they
Right.
talk about the podcast. But
Right.
like, you know what I mean? Out of that, I think the group, like, yeah, I'm not a painter. I'm not
Right.
into like hella art and shit. I do be like into art and shit, but like not really. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I just support.
He's an art collector. So.
I do be collecting art sometimes, you know what I mean? Alan too, dude. There
Yeah,
you go.
Yeah.
Fucking Alan fucking also paints. Alan also does like murals and
Murals.
shit. Alan does, you know, he was doing his merch and
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have all bought hoodies and shirts from him and you know what I mean? We
I have
have all
tank
gone
tops
to his,
from him,
yeah,
so,
we've
yeah.
gone to his art shows. We've gone to, you know what I mean? All that shit.
We put his sticker on like one of the bars down in Chula Vista.
Oh, word?
Yeah, that like round sticker.
Yeah,
that he
bro.
had.
Together we rose over here in San Diego and
Yeah,
shit.
dude.
IE to the San Diego, you know, to the SD.
And I love that. I love seeing that like support system and stuff like
dude.
that.
I think in our group of friends, that's just how we are, and I love that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We all support. We all go to Alan's fucking, you know, mural thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He did one where he was like doing the Neon Bear. It was like a brewery in Pomona.
Oh, yeah,
Where
I
he
know.
painted like the whole entire bar.
No way.
And we would just go and like hang out and watch him paint and like obviously drink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, hey, yeah, you're doing a good job, dude.
You missed a spot,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. How about a little shading over here, dude? He's like, oh, fuck.
Fuck, dude.
Like,
my
do you know
fucking
those
friends
guys?
Suck,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done it that way, though.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Shout out my boy Alan too. That's another one that I'm like really proud of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My boy hustles.
Yeah.
He grinds.
Yeah.
He goes out there. You know what I mean? And he's like tries to put his name out there and you know what I mean? He painted that fucking boxing gym. Do you remember that
I
one?
remember that one,
That shit
yeah.
came out so fucking clean, bro.
Yeah.
Him and Benji, dude. You know what I mean?
Don't
They're
know this.
killing it.
Yeah.
No, you know, I hate cops. You don't know cops?
No. Oh, I do remember the name, the handle or whatever they call it. I just don't know who he is.
Yeah, we went to high school together, but yeah, they're, you know, killing it.
Yeah.
And you know, even if they're not like dropping merch or like some like material that you can buy,
Right.
just I feel like just showing up sometimes is like the biggest thing you can do.
Yeah,
You know?
those are the coolest, dude. Those are the coolest, especially like if you're able to see it from like the outside or like going to that bar, you know.
I'm like, my homie did that.
yeah,
Yeah. You know what I mean? He did one in Pomona, dude, at like a park I used to go to when I was little.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King Jr. Park, you know what I'm saying? And he has like a mural there as well. Somebody fucking tagged on it already, fucking piece of shit. But
Right.
like, you know what I mean? Like, being able to see that, I think is like so fucking cool.
Yeah.
It's like a neighborhood park that I used to go to as a kid. You know what I mean? He has a fucking mural there.
That's
now.
fucking sick. Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like shit like that, I love. I love seeing that. I love seeing that. Shout out my boy, man.
That's crazy. Just going to that. It's a conversation starter too. Going to the Neon Bear. Mm-hmm. Be like, do you know who did this art? Just like
I know the artist.
I know the artist. And
He's my friend. I've known him
the-
since I was 11.
Yeah, I was like, the process of art. You know, I was actually here for the.
See, I don't know if you know about art, but
Like, what are you
One of
talking about? It's
those.
like, you know what? You just
don't get it, dude. So stupid.
The symbolism of this bear means, and just like, all right, dude, relax.
But yeah, dude, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's how it should be.
Yeah.
You know
Do
what
you
I mean?
remember your first like thing that you were like super in support of? Like when I was in high school, I knew a guy and his like, and it's a little funny because like they would do like this like remember like the shuffling
Yeah, yeah.
shit.
Oh, for
so
sure.
like they would do this like dance.
You're talking to a fucking OG hardcore raver, my G. Was
But like they had their little crew, right? And they'll like record themselves, but them. I'm like, yo, that's fucking sick, dude. Like you guys should fucking. But like I didn't know them that well. Like they weren't. I wouldn't consider them my friends, but I just knew them for a long time, and I think that was like my first like thing of just like supporting people, just because it's like they just enough for them to like record and put themselves out there. Like that's tough in general. And then just being like, bro, just keep doing it. And they're like, I didn't think they took it seriously, but then they kind of like phased out of it. But I think that was like my first memory of being like, oh shit, like I support people. Like I'm like a big, like someone that's not even that close to me. I could support whatever they do. But,
Right.
Yeah. No.
As far as like the first one,
Yeah.
no, dude. I mean, I can't really think of anything. Probably like Eddie's shows or like just
Okay.
going to like the shows.
Yeah.
You know, Juke.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit after high school, going to Eddie's like backyard shows and shit, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Yeah, maybe Juke,
Juke would have been the first one.
maybe Neil. Yeah, going to his like backyard shows and shit. You know what I mean? Was probably like one of the big ones that I could think of. You know what I mean? Early on. But yeah, we used to go to like all his backyard shows, all his parties, or not his parties, but dude, I had him perform at my birthday.
Dude, I remember that.
I had a fucking birthday party and I had him perform there.
My boy didn't make it past 10 o'clock.
Dude, I was wasted, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what I mean? I think maybe maybe Neil, you know what I mean? That's the biggest, earliest one I can think of. You know, like I said, driving to LA, going to I think it was called the Dragonfly was one of them where I tried to sell tickets for him. I didn't sell any fucking tickets. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying?
That's fun,
just
though.
some like the backyard shows, you know what I mean? Because those are like easy and small back then. Backyard shows were like $5, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially like in high school or like.
And I think
after
that's
high
what's
school.
the most fun about it. I think it's like the journey to wherever they want to get. Like hopefully like Alex gets represented like in like a bigger crowd and like it's seen, but it's like
Dude, Alex is doing it. He had a fucking piece at Coachella. Remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Fucking like a year ago, 2 years ago.
yeah, dude, and it's like seeing that where it's
Seeing
just
that?
like it's crazy.
I think it's so cool.
Yeah.
It's so
So I
fun.
was like, that dude tatted me up on his couch.
I'm like, I haven't. My knee. He tattooed my knee. He's like doing shit for
I
Coachella.
still can't feel it, but I love my boy.
My shit still doesn't like extend all the way. But
No, but like I think that's what's the most like fun, and then like seeing like the after effects of it, I think is really cool.
I agree, bro. I agree. I agree. Like watching the progression, watching like where the hustle and the drive and where it's led them. You know what I mean? And the fact that they're just doing it, I think is very cool to watch and witness.
Yeah,
you
because
know what I mean?
I sometimes like having conversations with Alex. He's like he'll tell me like, oh, like I met this person, and he's like, and then like this, like one of his art paintings is in one of the bars that you guys go to.
Yeah, fucking. If you're ever in downtown Pomona, you go to Donovan's.
Yeah.
There's a painting hanging above the bar. That's him.
Yeah, so it's like stuff like that where it's just like, or him just talking about like meeting people and like his
the network.
goals, like just him just like talking about it, I'm like, yo, fuck yeah. And then like seeing some of those things come to life or to fruition, I'm like, yo, that's fucking cool. Like it's just I can't hate on it. Like there's no like I could never be like, because it's like, dude, he put in the work for it. Like
I remember when he was like, yeah, dude, I applied. I like filled out an application for the Coachella thing.
Yeah.
He's like, like hopefully they give me a call back. And
Yeah.
this motherfucker got it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't say it enough. I don't ever say it enough. But like, I am truly proud of like the homies.
Yeah.
Like, I don't ever like, I'm not that type of fucking cat. You know what I mean? Just know that I feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Just know.
Yeah,
like
for
I am
sure.
super proud of my homies.
Yeah.
And my family and my cousins and shit and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? They're doing it. They're doing it right. And I love that. The fact that they're just putting themselves out there.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest takeaway from it. You know what I'm saying? Be proud of your homies, support your homies.
Support your homies, and I think this is a good time to like wrap it up. Let's do a little movie rec.
All right, so this week's movie rec, this episode's movie rec is gonna be, it's called The Pale Blue Eyes. I think it's a Netflix original. I think it's on Netflix. I think that's where I watched it. It stars Christian Bale and the fat kid from Harry Potter.
Oh, the
cousin.
The cousin.
Yeah. He's not fat anymore, but whatever.
He grew out of it.
Yeah. He's in it. pretty cool fucking watch. A lot of twists and turns,
What would you say like the genre would be?
like dark gothic
Oh, okay.
thriller.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean? It's set in a time where
It's like a mind.
yeah,
like a mind.
It's set in a time with like Edgar Allan Poe
right.
time.
Okay.
Edgar Allan Poe is actually technically a character in this movie.
Oh, okay.
So, Jesus. You know what I mean? So it's set in like the olden times and shit. Kind of cool. I thought it was really cool. It was really interesting watch. If you need something to watch, The Pale Blue Eyes on Netflix.
The Pale Blue Eyes. All right, guys, then let us know what you think, and hopefully everybody's having a good day. Again, shout out Bella. Happy birthday.
Happy
and
birthday.
See you guys later. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.